What's up, your boy Domuto. We're back with another video. Today watching Beyond Dragon Ball Super by UnrealEntGaming. Beyond Dragon Ball Super, Goku Black begins training. A new dark power awakens in the time chamber. Alright, Goku Black been putting in that work. He's really trying to beat up Goku and Vegeta and them. You know what I'm saying? Vegeta and them. So, yeah. So, you know what I'm saying? Y'all ready? And I'm ready. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and let's get into it.
As our story continues now inside
he in there working
with Goku Black being shown training very intensely, with Gowasu being shown having to observe Black's training with no other options left. It was only during Goku Black's training where we then get to see how Goku Black went on to utter, "I will never allow for myself to ever be bested by any of those mortals or any other deity ever again. This pain will only fuel me," Black says. "This pain will only make me stronger.
Talk your shit, Black. Get him, Black. Get him, Black. Get him, Black.
Never lose. Once I'm done and once I find them, I will start by punishing them, and then I will destroy them. All of them. My ultimate plan to destroy every mortal will come from the pain that I endure in here," he says. "I will go through any length to reach a new level far beyond this one, just like they did. Isn't that right, Gowasu, huh? Isn't that right? Just you wait. I'll find a way, just like I did before. Now, increase the weight by another 50 quintillion right now." "Zamasu, please," Gowasu responds. "You don't have to. You will either do as I ask of you, or I will strike you down and kill you where you stand.
Oh, damn.
You are in no position to be challenging my requests, so now do it or you will die." "As you wish," Gowasu responds. "You are walking down an extremely dangerous path, Zamasu, and for what? What do you wish to get out of this? What is it that you hope to accomplish when it's all over?" Gowasu asks. "Even if you somehow manage to succeed, revenge," Gowasu, Black chimes in, "along with the complete reset of all life. How could you stand there and act as though the multiverse is flawless? Look at all of the atrocities that have been committed by both gods and mortals alike. Look at all of the lawlessness that was allowed to casually go unchecked," Black says. "It all needs to change, and it all needs to be reset with I as both its judge and executioner. Are you scared that I'm going to kill the Omni Kings and take my rightful place as king?" he asks. "Just imagine the kind of power I would have if I were to replace them. Immeasurable," Black utters.
Replace him is crazy.
Later on, as Goku Black is still shown intensely training within the time chamber, it was only upon being shown having to do push-ups where Goku Black went on to utter, "Nothing will stop me from surpassing
that nigga
them
motivated,
all.
boy. I need to get this motivation in the gym, boy.
My goals to rule over all once the time for my return calls for
So
it.
I've been going, but
What
this
a
nigga hard.
remarkable and amazing body," Black
Nigga doing one finger
continues.
push-ups,
"I
nigga.
feel
Hell
as though
no.
I can achieve anything, and so I must, and I most certainly will." "I never would have imagined that it would ever even come to this," Gowasu went on to say to himself. "To see this monster not only fight towards achieving his evil goal, but to also watch him train to do it is what's even more horrifying. It amazes me because I see it with my very own eyes, yet I still can't believe what it is that I'm looking at. He's not only devoted himself into doing
not dealing with your average Saiyan warrior.
Whatever it may take to find a way to reach the next level and go beyond what he currently is at the moment. It's remarkable yet terrifying. And what makes him even more dangerous than before is seeing the growth behind his training. He's faster, stronger, smarter, and better skilled as his training continues. There doesn't appear to be an end in sight for him, yet he still continues to push this stolen body of his into reaching new heights. He is so much stronger than he was just a few hours ago, and yet somehow he just keeps getting stronger and stronger without showing the slightest sign of stopping either. And even now, Gowasu continues, I would dare say that he is much stronger than he was while fused too. I can feel it deep within his
he already
very
got that level.
cold, blackened soul. He's stronger than he was as merged Zamasu, and what's even more is that he's also stronger than Vegito during the time of their battle too. Now I fear this will only get worse if he is allowed to grow like this. Now there must be something that I can do to warn the others about what's about to come knocking at their doorstep. I fear that if he continues to go down this path, then there will be nothing and no one who will stop him. You can feel it too, can't you, traitorous Kai Black asks? My power just keeps growing with no end in sight. Yes. I wonder what the limits of my power are now compared to where they were before. Curious, don't you think? I think it's time we find out then, shall we? Now I want you to watch very carefully, Master, because I can assure you that it will most definitely be a sight to see. Gowasu asking, what do you mean? What are you planning to do, Zamasu? Watch and see, Kai. If I was able to push myself into achieving my own god level opposite to Son Goku Super Saiyan Blue, then I can surely do what I did before, just like I did when I discovered Rose, and push myself into reaching a new leveled variation of it. An ascended level that goes beyond it. Super Saiyan Rose 2. As shockingly enough, with Goku Black now being shown powering up in such a way to where it even now went as far as to scare Gowasu, with Gowasu shown shocked out of his mind as to what he was witnessing, it was only from there where Gowasu went on to ask, what is this? What have you done, Zamasu? What an astronomical energy. He's found another level that goes beyond the level of a god? An ascended god level? As lo and behold, moments later, with Goku Black now finally having to unveil the power of Super Saiyan Rose 2 for the first time within the time chamber, it was only just then upon having to do so where Goku Black went on to address Gowasu by telling him, outstanding, wouldn't you say? Just look at it, Gowasu. For the first time, based on the knowledge and information that I've collected, I was able to achieve something that not even Son Goku himself was able to achieve. But this will only be just the beginning because I don't plan on stopping here, he says. Far from it. If I am able to push myself this far with only a few hours of training in this chamber, then just imagine what other levels I can reach once my time spent training in this realm is complete. Now then, I want you to emulate clones for me to fight against, and I want them to be an identical representation of me before I tapped into this new level, with Gowasu responding, you wish to fight clones of yourself? But did I ask for a second opinion, Kai? Do as I order of you, or I will murder you where you stand. I will not tell you again, so now do it, Black shouts. Emulate and create clones of this vessel and do it right now. To which, with Gowasu left with no other choice in having to listen to Black, otherwise he was going to be killed, it was just as Gowasu was now being shown creating clones of Goku Black, where Goku Black went on to continue, good, just like that. I can feel their power as they're being summoned. Yes, waging war against myself will be just the push that I need since you, Gowasu, are too weak to fight head on. I want to test this new level against 2 copies of myself just before ascending. To pit up 2 Super Saiyan Roses against my Super Saiyan Rose 2. In which immediately after being summoned, the 2 Super Saiyan Rose Goku Blacks were from there shown charging directly at the original, as the original went on to respond, yes, that's right. Let's just see how much progress we've made since coming into this time chamber. Now show me what you clones are made of, and it better not be a waste of my time either. Let's go. As Gowasu himself could not believe it, as Gowasu went on to say to himself, he's a complete monster. There must be some kind of way for me to contact the other guys and inform them of what is currently taking place here.
He's so strong.
To warn them if he's constantly looking over to watch me and watch what it is that I'm doing. Oh, there must be something that I can do. And just look at them go out there, he adds. I fear things will only fuel Black's hatred the more he continues to train in here. Oh, what am I to do moving forward, he asks. As from out of nowhere, with the two Goku Blacks then being shown getting the better of the original by from there being shown getting behind him, it almost seemingly looked as though the original Goku Black was having trouble as he was being held in place, as Goku Black went on to respond, "Oh, how very interesting. So you clones think that binding me in place will be what brings me down? Nonsense. Whatever you try and do won't work on me. It won't work on what I've become. You fools,
Cooking
this
your ass,
pain
boy.
will only make me stronger. It will only continue to fuel the fire that burns within me, and it will not be what destroys me, but rather what will make me grow even stronger than before." What a difference. I can now see that my body has become much more resistant to punishments than it ever was before.
Oh, shit.
To which, within the quickness, as soon as Goku Black was from there shown powering up and blowing the other two Goku Blacks away, it was only upon having to be shown dashing towards one of them where Goku Black had created another energy saber by responding, "Let's start with you and see if my blade can pierce through that body." And gotcha,
What that
Black
mean?
shouts. Oh, now that was what I wanted to see. That was just too easy. And so now, you're next, Black responds. As we just then see how the remaining Goku Black clone had now gone as far as to create an energy saber of his own, with the two now being shown engaging in a very intense energy saber-like battle. It was right then and there during the middle of their battle where Gowasu went on to respond, "There can be no doubt, especially after seeing what he's doing to these clones, that Black must be stopped by any means necessary. Oh, there must be some way for me to reach out and contact Lord Beerus from the 7th and inform him of Black's resurrection. But he's simply too aware of what may happen, which is why he is secretly not taking his eyes off me." "What's wrong?" the original Goku Black went on to ask. "Having a bit of trouble tracking my movements? Well, don't worry. Here I am," Black shouts. "I'll make sure to slow it down a bit next time, since it's obvious that you clones simply can't keep up with my speed." "Ah, that's right. Easy now," Black says. "Go to sleep, noble warrior. Your existence is no longer required. My power is far more impressive than I thought. I was able to kill my clones in a matter of minutes. And now what's next? Should I battle against more of them this time?" This isn't right, Zamasu. Your mind is tainted with violence and hatred. Please, Gowasu says, but then Goku Black quickly
talking ain't gonna
Gowasu
work.
by pointing his energy saber directly at him by responding, "Enough! Now then, you will do as I tell you and create more clones for me to fight. If you refuse, then you already know what fate has in store for you." But then, to the surprise of both Gowasu and Goku Black, it would now appear as though another separate individual had now made their way into the time chamber, with this individual having to be none other than the angel attendee of Universe 10, Angel Cuss, with Cuss now being shown slowly levitating on down by responding. "I would think twice about making such a bold move like that if I were you. So this is where you've been hiding this entire time," she says. "I figured as much, since sensing Lord Ramush's energy disappear. You were the source of his destruction, now were you?" With Black responding, "It's you. How did you know that me and the Kaioshin were in this realm? And how did you make your way inside without my ability to detect you?" With Cuss responding, "More on that later, because what I would like to know is how you were able to destroy Lord Ramush and assume the position of thinking you'd get away with it without anyone finding you." With Black responding, "And just who said I was hiding from anyone? I came into this realm to train, not to run. You angels always were a strange group of deities," Black says. "So what have you come in here for? Have you come to lay claim on my life after what I did, or are you here because you know that after killing Lord Ramush, I am now the rightful new destroyer of this universe? Have you come to pay your respects and acknowledge me?" "Surely it couldn't have been for combat, was it?" "Oh, interesting," Cuss responds. "And why is Lord Gowasu held in this chamber against his will?" she asks. "You seem to be in a great amount of distress, Lord Gowasu. He's only here so that he could help further my evolution in becoming the strongest that I could possibly become, Black responds, and I will not stand for his lies and foolishness any longer. You do understand that in order for you to call yourself a god of destruction, you'd need to sync your life energy with the Supreme Kai, don't you, Cuss asks? Which, in your case, would mean Gowasu. You expect me to appoint you as Universe 10's destroyer, yet you threaten to destroy your very own bonded Kaioshin? And you don't think I know this, Black responds? He is just the placement holder for the real Kaioshin that I will be syncing my life energy with. I'm only keeping him around until I can get what I want from him, and then it's lights out, Black says. Now then, since you are here, I hereby demand for you to appoint me as Universe 10's God of Destruction. Upon taking Ramush's life, I am therefore the rightful heir to the Destroyer's throne and you as my angelic assistant. Thus is the code of the gods, after all, Black says. So, unless you plan to go against your own angelic order, you will hereby make me a God of Destruction here and now. Cuss. Those are the laws of the gods, aren't they? So now do it. Make me into what I was destined to become. Grant me the title of Destroyer, Angel, with Cuss responding, though this is an act that I certainly do not wish to take action on, I will continue to uphold my position and remain neutral as I grant you this title, she says. But I will leave you with this, fallen Kaioshin. The same power you wish to obtain will be the same power that will ultimately destroy you. To which, with a blinding light now appearing as Gowasu had gone as far as to observe, it was only then where Gowasu went on to utter, "No, it just can't be true. We played into his hand. He knew what he was doing this entire time. Of course he went through with killing Lord Ramush. It's what he wanted this entire time, to become a destroyer god." As all the while in the meantime, when then going back onto Beerus's planet, in literally seeing as to how all hell was beginning to break loose, Super Saiyan Blue Goku was from that point shown sitting back up and witnessing the battle take place between Broly and Piccolo by responding, "Man, would you just look at those two go up there. I'm shocked that Piccolo was able to hold his own against Broly out there like that, but truthfully, I don't
Piccolo,
think either one of us is any sort of match for him like this. Especially not unless he loses his mind and goes on an absolute rampage all over Beerus's planet," he says. Well, if that's the case, I guess that leaves me with no other choice then, Goku says. If I don't do something to put Broly in check, then this entire situation is gonna get a whole lot worse as this continues. God damn, this guy, he's just too strong, Piccolo says. I can't hold it out against him much longer. I can't let up, but he's just too strong. As with Broly now being shown having to overpower Piccolo during their momentary test of strength, Orange Piccolo at that point could only do so much in maintaining control in this fight, as Piccolo went on to continue, I have to try and escape before he tears me apart. Oh, damn it. But just then,
come on, Piccolo, get up.
It was only from that point where Broly was shown being struck from out of nowhere, with even Piccolo now putting this into question by having to ask himself, whoa, what the heck was that just now? To which, in fact, the source of this attack had come from none other than Mastered Ultra Instinct Goku, as Goku went on to address Broly by telling him, "Hey, that's enough, Broly. As strong as you are, I think it's time that we put an end to this before things get a little out of control," he says. "From here on, I'll be your opponent, so why don't you leave Piccolo out of this and come face me," Goku asks. "I'm ready. Now show me what you got," with Piccolo uttering, "Goku, Ultra Instinct. So, it's come down to this, has it?" Until, through his own frustrations and anger, Broly had now decided to finally unleash his true power in drawing that out back onto the surface. As Broly was now shown absolutely losing his mind during the course of battle, it was only upon the gods having to watch this where Beerus went on to utter, "I don't like this, Whis. Broly is too unstable for this to continue, because if it does, my entire planet will be destroyed by that freak. I'm putting an end to this before he targets us next," with Whis responding, "Well, if you insist, my lord." As with Beerus now being shown getting behind Broly and addressing him, it would only now appear as though Broly was not seemingly paying attention at all to Beerus, with Beerus uttering, "Hey you, that's enough. I'm not going to have you rampaging around my planet like this. So if you know what's good for you, Saiyan, then power back down or face the consequences of your actions. This is going to be your only warning. Now, what's it going to be? As it was only right then and there during that moment where the Beyond Dragon Ball Super story of Goku Black's ultimate resurrection manga chapter number 5 special then comes to a close. Now, this is bad only because Goku Black seems to be evolving now at a very rapid pace.
This nigga got that Frieza ability.
Achieve the level of Super Saiyan Rose 2 and also battling against 2 separate clones of himself. Goku Black appears to be very eager now, more so than ever before, in surpassing not only Goku and Vegeta, but to ultimately be.
Alright, that nigga Goku Black ain't playing. Boy, that dude, he training. He want to beat the Saiyans that bad. God damn. This nigga, him and Frieza need to team up low key, I ain't gonna lie. But anyway, shout out to UnrealEntGaming for this video. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe. Check out the last chapter right here. Check out another story right here. And you know what I'm saying? I'll catch you next time. Peace.